Welcome to Road Adventures of Cycling Men of Leisure. As usual, I am Adam, and once again, lucky for me, I am joined by my good friend in Central Time Zone, Mr. Michael Sharp.
Hello, thank you, Adam. How you doing?
Doing good. Um, I'm starting to think about the holiday season, hence the fact that we teased that we're going to have our Christmas wish list. But before that, we are recording on a very special day, and in honor of a very special day,
honor of some very special people.
Absolutely. Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.
Now, our friend Ed, who listens at 1.6, is going to get through this pretty quick. Thank you for those who served. Thank you for everybody who sacrificed so you and I can be free, sir.
So you and I can have this podcast.
That's true.
We thank all of them from all the different branches of the service. And you can't see it, but down here on the floor over here, I've got an old ammunition box, and I've got some old helmets and some medals and things like that. Not that I earned by no means, but and some trench art and stuff like that. So I honor them in my room every single day, and we certainly appreciate it.
Well, definitely, for sure. Went out. We're recording on November 11th on Veterans Day, and went out last night with my father, and my father is a veteran, and we had no idea that the regular restaurant that we go to was honoring veterans on Sunday night. And the waitress came up and she said, "Are you a veteran?" He said, "I am." She said, "Well, you get a free steak dinner tonight." And so that was a little bit of a surprise. So
that's awesome.
But we just wanted to honor those and pay respect. So thank you. We put out a little thing on Facebook today as well. Mm-hmm. So on Instagram. But that being said, I know that you and I both want to just say thank you, but I think we should get into our leisure community, and definitely
get some
loving.
Mail?
We've got some information. We got some stuff, and so the first thing is if you remember, just a few days ago when our show came out, even though this is coming out 2 weeks later for everybody else, I was wearing a very sporty, very looking fine shirt that said DeBrim on it. And our friend Melanie said that is a smart looking t-shirt. Love it. So thank you, Melanie. I appreciate that. I also have an update.
Are we done talking about DeBrim? I'll come back to my desk now.
Yeah, come on back. Come on.
For those of you not watching, I made a silent protest by leaving my camera area and stepping away.
Yeah.
Because remember, friends don't let friends wear DeBrims.
Beep him out of there. So, in a weird kind of twist, a friend of the show, Stephen Witts, wrote us a message, and he said, "Happy Remembrance Day today, guys." And so he did see our post on Facebook, and so and Mr. Stephen Witts also made a very significant donation. So, sir, for that, we wanted to both say thank you so much. We appreciate
you, sir.
And even though you and I are recording less than 24 hours after the show came out yesterday, um, in true spirit, our friend Matt Robinson, or as you would call him, Mark, of course,
Mark.
He has got a guest for Listener Spotlight.
All right. Well, let's hear it.
All right. Do you want to give the guesses first? But
You mean
the clues?
I can do that.
But I also heard from my cousin Mark. I told the story in the last show about working at a caboose. And my cousin Mark said, he called me and he said, wait a minute. Which uncle had a caboose? Well, just to be clear, growing up, my father's best friend would hang out. And of course, I would always say, what do I call him? And he said, well, you could just call him Uncle Jim. So just to clarify, he was just my dad's best friend, but I always called him Uncle Jim. So
now I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Is this the gym that I met in Orlando?
It is. That is correct.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
A couple years ago.
Yeah. We were, I came down and I was doing some golfing while you were at a conference. And then we all bellied up to a Panera Bread. Yes, that is the same one.
Just making sure.
So anyways, wanted to just get that out there. And so, yes, without further ado, it is now time for Listener Spotlight.
All right. The hints that I gave you on the last episode were as follows. The community's original name was Swiss in origin. It was called New Havelet. The town was originally laid out in the mid-1800s. If you are a squirrel or a bird, this town is where you want to be. And in this town, okay. Scratch that one. This community can lay claim to playing a major role in the early communications across this country.
Okay. Our friend Matt Robinson said, great show this week, fellas. Can't go wrong with a bourbon and a good podcast about my favorite thing. Amen. I love it.
Absolutely.
He says, I know my guess is wrong, but it came down to either New Glarus, Wisconsin, or Placerville, California.
New Glarus? There's a beer named that. It's a very good beer, by the way. Just
nice.
Letting you know.
He says, I'm going with Placerville. Its name is to honor John Sutter, who was a Swiss immigrant.
Okay.
It's a gold rush town. It was a Pony Express hub.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the oldest incorporated towns in California.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The bird squirrel clue is a non-clue, or it's so vague that it was no help at all. He gives an opinion about, he says, unless people start getting these, maybe they'll stop playing. But so
is he saying if I don't start making them easier, he's not going to participate?
I hope he still participates because I love his guesses. So
I do love his guesses.
He says, have a good day.
Sorry I make these hard. And here's let me just explain really quick. Here's the hard thing nowadays. Way years back, I worked in radio, and every Wednesdays I did some trivia. And back then it was easy because this was before the internet, and people didn't have ready access to a lot of this type of information. But nowadays you got to make it tough because I can't just say, oh, they're the home to the largest, ball of popcorn. People can just go on there and immediately guess. So I'm trying to make it so people can't just immediately go on and guess. But we'll get around to something I'm going to do a little bit different this time around. But
okay.
You want me to tell you what the community was?
Yes, please.
Now, I am going ahead and giving Matt credit for this one. Now, although there's a caveat, although he's not 100% dead on the mark. He is within 50 miles.
Oh.
The town that I'm referring to is Sacramento, California, which I believe is like 49 miles, would be west, southwest. Sacramento is like 49 miles southwest of Placerville.
Okay.
So I am going to give him credit for that one because he's very close. Originally, it was settled by Swiss immigrants. The town was originally laid out in 1848. Here's the hard one. If you are a squirrel or a bird, this town is where you want to be. And that is because the city of Sacramento is known as the City of Trees. And it is known for that because it has more trees per capita than any city in the world. So, as a squirrel, great place to go hang out. And then the community can lay claim to playing a major role in early communications across the U.S. He was very close when he said the Pony Express hub, the terminus of the Pony Express was actually Sacramento, California. It started in St. Joe, Missouri, which is right up the road from me here. Went all the way across. 10 days later, they ended up in Sacramento. It ran for about, I think like 13 months, something like that, because the Telegram and things like that, Transcontinental Railroad and things like that replaced it. But for those 13 months, that was the way to go. And also, it was the terminus for the first Transcontinental Railroad as well. So big hub for communication going from east to west in this country back in those days.
That's pretty cool.
So he was right on point with it. So being that close, I'll give him full credit for that one.
Thank you, Matt, and thank you, listeners from Sacramento, California. Thank you all listeners, but especially this time, Sacramento, California. Now, that gives a little segue. You did some hard work. You put in some work on our website, and I wanted to say thank you.
Sure.
And the reason why I'm mentioning it again is if you haven't caught our last show, Michael is beginning to put all of the listener spotlights on a new webpage at cyclingmenofleisure.com, www.cyclingmenofleisure.com, and look for the listener spotlight page. It's on the right side. You pull down this arrow with a bunch of pages. It's there. And Michael has put, if you're curious, if your town has ever been guessed or called or mentioned or spotlighted, it'll be there. And I assume that in 2 weeks, you probably won't do it right now because we're recording early to try to get ready for the holidays. But I imagine soon after this comes out, you'll update the website. So
yes, and the other thing I'm going to try to add on that is I'm going to try to add, and I haven't done it yet, is the episode number. So if you started listening in, you didn't hear your town, you go back and say, oh, hey, they did St. Louis. I would like to listen to that. Then it would tell them what episode they need. So I've got a little bit more work to do, but I want to get them all up there so people can see if their community has ever been spotlit on our show.
This is a little behind the scenes, but with the new platform, new webpage, they're going to make that really simple for you because you could just search in the search field and you'll be able to find your episode.
There you go.
See, there you go. All right. Well, I wanted to make sure I mentioned that. And I think it is, we're just burning through. I think it is officially time to get into the main, what we teased, the main piece of this show. And I think we'll start off with first this. So, I better let that play.
And if you're not watching us, he's also got a graph of a dancing Santa going on here as well. So it's making me laugh.
So we last year we put out a wish list of things to buy the cyclist in your life. If you have a family member or friend or something for the non-denominational holiday. Just kidding.
For Christmas, for Kwanzaa.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Hey, I had to go
As
out
I
and
was
find
saying,
some.
for Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, or even birthdays, this would be a great gift list to use.
Absolutely. So last year, your wife actually went out and found a couple items off the list and purchased it for you. So hopefully you have a little bit of a self-interest in your own list this time, because I bet you she's going to do a repetitive process.
Yeah, I think
Merry
pretty.
Christmas. Ho, 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 ho.
Sorry.
As soon as the 12-year-old running the show here stops pushing buttons, we can continue.
Wait, one more.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the white corner, standing at 6'3" tall and weighing 168 pounds, a character who has faced some incredible obstacles, the tallest elf of all time, Buddy the Elf.
That's one of our favorite movies for the holidays, Elf.
It's pretty good.
So what we're going to do is Michael and I both have gathered some items. We don't know what each other has gathered. I hope we don't both say the same thing and the show's boring.
If we do,
that's it.
We both said the same thing. No, he has not shared his list with me. I've not shared my list with him. So who knows what we're going to have. But these are gift ideas that we found that we thought would be great gift ideas for the cyclist in your life. So if you're like, I don't know what to get a cyclist, we have a wide range of gifts. They're not all gadgets and gizmos for your bicycle. Some of them, at least on my side, are cycling related.
Okay.
So a little something for everybody, and they're all sorts of price points from relatively inexpensive all the way up.
So I have 5 items. How many do you have?
Well, I'm not an underachiever. I've got like 10 or 11.
Oh boy.
These are quality.
Well, we didn't talk about this ahead of time. Why don't we let you go with a couple, and then I'll go with one, then you go with a couple, then we can kind of work it out.
Here we go. And I don't have graphics for mine. My goal is that I will put these, list them on the website so that you guys will have access to these once the show comes out. But my first one is the Raveman bike light.
Oh.
And 160 lumens. It's got a Type-C charger. It's got a warning flash mode on it. What is different about this light? Everybody's like, well, we've got a light. What is different about this light is that it is a light that fits on like a regular twist type adjustment attachment on your bike. But on the top of that, it has another one of those twist type things. Yeah. So you can have your bike light, and on top of it, you can attach your bike computer.
Oh, that's cool.
So it turns out to be all one unit. You got the light, you got the bike computer right there in one unit.
I like that.
And the attachments on the top will fit both the Garmin and the Wahoo. So you just have your light and your computer all coupled into one mount, and you don't have to have a mount for the light and a mount for the computer. I thought it was kind of cool. You can look them up. It's Raveman, Ravemen bike light. They run about $40.
Okay.
The next one on my list is called the Craft Cadence Cycling Wallet. And what this is that's about the size of a large cell phone. So it acts as a cell phone case, a wallet, and a tool organizer. It can fit in your back jersey pocket. It's waterproof. It'll fit a tube, a telephone, a multi-tool, a CO2 inflator with a canister, a key hook in there, and a credit card slot, and also tire levers. So you can fit everything in there. It zips up. You can stick it right in your jersey. The other cool thing about this, it also has 2 straps so that you can then strap it to your bike if you want to turn it into a bike bag.
Cool.
And this is called the Craft Cadence Cycling Wallet. That's also about $40, but they're really cool and they're waterproof. So,
all right, now it is my turn. The DeBrim. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that a good gift for someone on your seasonal Christmas list this year would be the DeBrim. See, the DeBrim offers sun protection, but also offers rain protection. And I have to say, can look stylish on certain people like myself.
No, it does not look stylish. And let me say this right now, Chas, I do not want a DeBrim, so please do
Feliz
not put that
Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz
This
Navidad.
is music right to your wife's ears.
Prospero año y felicidad.
I appreciate
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
With a DeBrim?
I want to wish you
No.
a Merry Christmas.
With a DeBrim?
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Okay.
Okay.
It is now your turn.
Let's move on to like a gift people would really enjoy.
Ouch.
Yeah. I went there. I tell you what. Here's a good one. And this is getting into more of if you want something for your home, a little decor, maybe something for the office, maybe something for the man cave or the lady cave, whatever the case might be.
Okay.
How about a bike chain coasters set?
Ooh, I like that. That's cool.
And what these are is it's a round, they're round bamboo, and they have like a little engraving of like a road bike on there. And then on the outside, they've taken used chain and recycled it, bike chain, and put around the outside, and they come in a set of 4. There's several different styles. You can get different kinds of bikes engraved on like the bamboo or the wood. And you can find those. Just look up bike chain coasters on Etsy, and they're around $30 per set. But you
Nice.
can, spruce up your pad there with some cycling coasters.
Happy holidays.
Love it. Love it.
And the other one, which will be a real, this is a good one. This is getting a little bit more expensive, but the Schultz Open Run Pro, that's spelled SHOKZ. And what this is an open ear Bluetooth bone conductive sports headphone. So basically it fits around your head. And instead of going in your ears, it sets right below your ears, like right on the top of your jawbone. And the sounds are all conducted basically through your bones. So if you want to enjoy your music, talk on the phone, do whatever while you're cycling, most people don't want to stick something in their ear. So you can just put these on. Sets right there. They're very comfortable. Know a lot of people that use them. They've got great sound quality. They come with vibration reduction, so you don't have to worry about a lot of that. And they have 12-hour batteries on them, so you can recharge them for up to 12 hours. So this would be a good solution if you want to listen to the music but don't want to stick stuff in your ears to impede you possibly hearing, cars or people yelling or whatever the case might be. Those are $160, but they're very cool and definitely worth it.
Like our friend Armando said, music is like secondhand smoke. Not everybody wants to.
He definitely doesn't like the music while he's riding. I, on the other hand, enjoy it. That was one of my big things that I've always enjoyed in Ragbri, is you'll be cycling and everybody's got music of some kind. And so when you find a song that I really like, I'll like kind of slow down, like, get in behind them, listen to the music until the songs get something I don't like, and then I'll go on to somebody else, which is great. The only problem is that one person playing opera or 15 banjo songs right in a row, and they're riding exactly the same pace as you are, and you can't get away from them. So one time I was listening. Yes.
What about this?
That would be very annoying. I one time rode, I swear, like 22 miles. I could not lose this person. Even when I slowed down a little bit, they seemed to slow down. I think they knew. And they literally were playing banjo music. And I went like 22 miles with nothing but hearing banjo music. So at least we weren't, out in the woods somewhere. You know what they say about,
was
hear
it
banjo
dueling
music.
banjos?
No, it was just banjo music.
Happy holidays.
Oh my God. Keep your hands off of the control panel.
Happy holidays.
All right, my turn.
Yes.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring something. The DeBrim was thrown in for humor, but I do believe it would be a good present for somebody. But this is a $30 price point item, and I truly believe that if your member of your family or friend or something you're trying to get something for cycling for doesn't have one of these, is the Swiss Army knife gift of cycling tools. It is the Park Tool multi-tool. It comes in at $29.95, but this one is specifically made for road bikes, and most of not all, but some of the, I mean, not just road bikes, but disc brakes, and that black thing is for the CO2 cartridge. So you can actually screw one in there if you don't have the Cyplus pump that we talked about on last year's Christmas wish list. But this is a nice $30 Park tool, built really well. If you're not familiar, Park Tool is a great company when it comes to bike tools. So I thought that I would recommend the Park Tool multi-tool, and specifically the MTC 40 is got all of the things that you would need for a long distance ride. So if your partner listens to us, or your family member or somebody listens to us and they don't have one of these, this would be something good to put on their stocking or something like that.
And let me just say right now, this is something that Adam needs, because if I remember right, yours rusted out.
I will be buying myself one.
There you go. It's set in the bag, and the bag had gotten wet over the years, and it had gotten rusty. That's okay. Okay. I will follow that up with another cycling tool. This is called the Tire Glider, and it's TYRE Glider. What this is this is a way to effortlessly change your tire. This is actually patented in the UK. It's made in the UK, has a lifetime guarantee. It's only like 6.5 inches by like a little over 3 inches by 8 inches. And what this is a single tool that replaces your levers. And basically what you do is you can put this in here and you can just glide around your tire to pull it out and get it going. And then when you're ready to put the tire in, you hook it back in, and you just zip it around. And you're basically using, instead of, using more of the wrist, you use more of the arm, your full arm when you're doing it. It's super easy. It's really cool. And you don't have to worry about so much that whole digging into the side. I've seen it done a couple of times, especially on, carbon tires, carbon wheels, and it works beautifully. So I would say definitely check that out. You can throw away those levers. And this is something you can find on Amazon for $16. So it'd be a great stocking stuffer.
Very nice.
Christmas comes but once a year.
Oh, jeez. Let's see here. So you get me all discombobulated here. The other thing I came up with. Stop playing with the buttons. Jeez. How about a bicycle-etched whiskey decanter?
Oh, man.
See? A nice glass decanter with 2 rocks glasses that has a road bike etched on it. And you can actually also, underneath the road bike, get your name etched in it. So, we could do like the last name Sharp or whatever etched underneath it. You can get these at Etsy simply by looking up bicycle-etched whiskey decanters. They're only about $70, and that's the decanter, and you get 2 rock glasses with it as well. And the rocks glasses are also etched too. So you've got a full matching set. If you want 4, you can actually get 4 glasses as well.
That's cool.
Okay.
I think
what do you got?
I think, first of all, we're going to play a little sound effect as I show you.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house.
Okay.
Not a creature.
So now.
Not even a mouse.
Look at this.
Oh, this is a good one. I know what this is.
Yeah, you and I found this together, but I put it on my list. So Trek has come out with a Bell Beats digital bike bell speaker. But not only is it a bike bell, but it has like all these sound effects. It's a Bluetooth speaker that streams music, podcasts, or audio navigation from a connected phone. Because some people, when we go on the rides, when they get the ride with GPS, they just use their phone, and I hear their phone in the back of their jersey. But this would actually connect to their phone. They could keep their phone in the back of their jersey. It has 8 preloaded sounds from urgent to alerting others, which the one we saw was like it was
And
kind
it
of funny.
also had the old ooga horn on it too.
Ooga.
Oog. Oh, it had the dive, the submarine dive too.
Yeah,
That was
beep,
cool.
beep. Alert tones are engineered to be easily located by others and less surprise and a smile. Easily accessible controls, 4 digital bars to see the LED lights. It's rechargeable with the USB-C. It's IP67 dust and water resistance rating. It includes the mounts, the shims, the belt clip, the charging cable, and compatible with bars that are 25 to 31 millimeters. I thought it was actually really cool. It's $100 currently. Maybe you can find a deal or something, but if it actually, I actually was pretty impressed. I thought it was pretty cool.
I like it too. It's pretty neat.
So for $99.99, let's check out the review since we are a podcast. It's pretty good. People like the bell sounds. Awesome, superb. Oh, wonderful reviews. This is what I've been looking for. More colors, please. It does come in black. Oh, you're playing the sounds from it. I love it. Nice bell. Love it.
Dive.
You're supposed to be diving on your bicycle. Yeah, 10 reviews so far, and so far very high rating. So $100, Trek. Highly recommend that. That's a good present. Lauren, if you're listening, I would enjoy that.
Lauren, he also needs a new DeBrim, or not.
I do. Mine's a little sun faded.
What else? Oh, it's my turn, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next thing I have here is it's called a Fidlock Twist Bottle. 600 plus a bike base. And what this is a new way of getting rid of the bike cages for your water bottles.
Yeah.
So it's a Fidlock Twist bike bottle 600. It's got a magnetic mechanical closure system. So what you do is you've got a water bottle that's got these 2 kind of clips on it. And where you have your basket, your current water bottle cage or basket, you take that off and you put this other piece on, and you just put the bottle on there and click it into place. It just kind of rotates with the wrist, snaps right into place. It makes a little audible click so you know it's in there. It's really cool. I mean, you don't have to worry about like trying, because I've got stuff on my bike and it's hard for me sometimes to get the water bottle straight down. You just put it next to it, twist it with your wrist. It twists right on there, magnetically snaps in. $45. It's the Fidlock Twist Bottle 600 plus the base. So for $45, you get a bottle and a base, and then replacement bottles are $20. So I thought this is something really cool that would be a new way of holding your water bottle that you wouldn't have to worry about trying to get it down into the cage or the.
Yeah, this would be good. Holder. So when you leave your water bottle somewhere, at least you found out how much the replacement would be.
Well, I mean, if you're somebody who leaves water bottles.
On that note, we'll just play some sound effects.
I have, on occasion, left a water bottle. But the one I left in Georgia, to be completely honest, had been fouled by the sulfur water that we had at that one stop. So,
yes, in 2022, we rode Peaches to Beaches.
Yes.
And at the very last rest stop, there was a church.
Right next to the cemetery.
Right next to the cemetery. And, throughout the whole ride, we had done very well by finding water and snacks. And both of us filled up our water bottles thinking, we got one stage left. We're going to finish this thing. And both of us took a big old gulp, and we were like, whoa, that was a surprise, to say the least. So
heavily sulfured water. I mean, I would have thought, literally, that much sulfur, I was expecting to be somewhere near like a volcano or, Yellowstone National Park where there's lots of geysers and a lot of sulfur because, man, I don't know where the water, it came out of the hose, obviously, but I don't know where they're getting their water, but they better be drinking the bottled stuff because it was not fit to drink. So, all right. I believe it's still mine.
Yes, sir.
The next one I'm going to go with is a product by Rose Villa, R-O-S-A, Rosa Villa, V-I-L-A.
Okay.
And this is for your home, and it is a funny cycling candle. So for the people that want to create a little ambiance, for the cyclist who has everything, all the little gadgets and gizmos, you can get them a funny cycling candle that smells, and I quote, smells like the opposite of cycling shorts. So that's a plus.
I hope so.
Infused with dawn spirit, conquering miles on pedals, and seasoned with brisk air in the early ride. It is a lavender and sage candle. It has a wooden wick, and I believe those are around $20. You can find them out there, but it smells the opposite of cycling shorts. So how bad can that be?
That sounds good, actually. I hope. Anyways. All right. My turn. Now, this is something that I thought you would get a little bit of a kick out of, but actually, I do think it would be a little expensive, but I thought it would be a good gift. So I can go back to 2016, 2015, making a phone call to you about do I need a bike lock?
Right about this time of the year.
Right about this time. Yeah, we were getting ready to go to Raveman, and we did a phone call with you and I and Joe and Ernie, and I said, hey, well, I need a bike lock. And you said, oh, no, you don't need a bike lock. And I can count on one hand the amount of times of all of our trips that we've done, and we've got a lot of miles together, sir.
Oh, yes, sir.
Where a bike lock may have come in handy. And when I was looking at this, I thought this was kind of cool. So check this out. This is a bike lock.
A fidget spinner?
No, it's not a fidget spinner. Look at this. It is. I'm trying to get the picture.
It's like those old-fashioned rulers.
Yeah, exactly.
Construction guys used to use back in the 50s.
But look how it folds up, man. It folds up, and then it's $89. It's called a Foldy Lock, compact folding bike lock.
A Foldy lock?
A Foley lock. It's like a goalie lock, but it's a Foley lock. So,
Merry Christmas.
So what you need is you need an award-winning, patent, lightweight, high-security bike lock, heavy-duty, anti-theft, smart, secure guard with key and case for bike or scooter. Now, I'm gonna show you here. It says you can't hit it with a bolt cutter. You can't hit it with a hacksaw. You can't use it with a freeze attack. You can't do a carbine hacksaw. Although it just says a carbide hacksaw. Maybe a regular hacksaw.
Regular
might
steel
work.
hacksaw goes through it like you would not believe.
But it folds up and fits on the frame of your bicycle, and then you can open it up and use all kinds of contraptions. I recommend
be used as
going
a necklace for your girlfriend there, like she's showing in the picture.
Well, she's got the mini one on her neck, and then she's got the big one around her head. So, but I do have a video here, and see, look at that, folds down. Look at that, goes inside
it's
the case.
It's like he's loading it like a gun.
Nice key, goes through the frame. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Automotive key industry. Locking is possible from endless angles. Look at that. Looks good. So if you are in a need, please remember, I am aware that a bike lock only keeps honest people away. So if you're looking for a lock and you're looking for it to be easy and have it with you, then there you go. $89. It has a lot of wonderful ratings. So I just wanted to show you that.
Okay. Are you done with this nonsense?
Oh my gosh. What if someone out there is really looking for their
bike
Christmas? Yeah, with Road Adventures of
Well,
Cycling Men of Leisure.
Thank you for bringing that up. If somebody's looking for a bike lock, I have even a better bike lock than that thing he just showed you. Scratch what...
Merry Christmas!
Exactly. It's going to be a Merry Christmas for the people needing bike lock, because the bike lock that I have that I'm going to suggest is the Rock Brothers Road to Sky bike cable lock. And this is even better because you don't have to fold it up. You don't have to stick it in a little bag. You don't have to wrap it on your bike. This lock is actually a cable lock that is hidden inside your handlebars. So
Really?
the end of your handlebar that like holds the tape, it actually comes off, and out from that comes this cable, and you wrap it around your bike and your tire, and it has a lock right there that's hooked to it, and boom. When you're done, you unlock it, slide it back into your handlebar, boom, you're ready to go.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Santa Claus is coming.
There is something to be said about replacing Adam with AI. But don't be a hater, because this is good. 25.6 inches long, so 2 feet, a little over 2 feet. Steel cable with PVC coating, weighs 50 grams, comes with 2 keys. And no, are we going to spend $90 on this? Are we going to spend $89 on this, like what Adam wants you to spend? You can get this for $60. The Rock Brothers Road to Sky bike cable lock. That's the lock you need.
But you got to say it like Ronco Dehydrator. Not 80. I mean, not 90, not 80, not 70, and not 65. But for $59.95.
I don't know. Maybe they'll do some kind of, payment
Black Friday
plan, $19.99. No, but it's funny when you're showing this, but this is a really cool lock because you just like literally pull it out, go around your frame, around the tube, goes back up, and it has a little lock that it hooks right to, and boom, it's all right there. When you're done, it just goes right back into your handlebars.
That's pretty cool, actually.
So,
but
you've got options now on the bike lock world.
What if they just take the handlebars off?
Oh, they could, but what if they just,
See, my lock goes through the frame.
Well, no, you can go through the frame. That's what I'm saying. It's over 2 feet long. So you can run it out of your handlebar, through the frame, through the wheel, back up to where the handlebar is, and lock it. So you can take the handlebar off, but it's still hooked to the frame and the wheel. So,
have you ever seen when people put like bike locks on their bike, but then don't really attach it to anything?
Oh yeah, that's like what I was talking about on the Halloween Fears, where I said, you get your lock out and you lock it to a telephone pole.
That's right.
You're in a hurry, and then you run off. Right. You come back and realize you locked the lock to the telephone pole, but forgot to lock your bicycle in the lock.
Yes, I forgot. That's right. Yeah. You did put that. But yeah, I see those pictures like, social media or whatever. It says, it just shows the bike locked through the bike. Or sometimes like when you go to buy a college and the frame of the bike is there, but somebody has just stripped everything off the bike. So,
and I do want to say I had a quick wardrobe change in case anybody noticed. So,
wow, look at that.
Now to be completely honest, so I can explain, my power flashed, went off. We lost for a second. So in the process, I threw the sweatshirt off. So that's why I'm now in the blue shirt and not the black shirt. So I'm sure somebody's going to be sitting there watching going, wait a minute. He was just in a black sweatshirt. Now he's in a blue collared shirt. So that's the reason why.
For Christmas, we can get you a new Cycling Men of Leisure t-shirt from our jersey store or our t-shirt store. So if you're looking for a nice jersey, or there's actually a ladies sports bra, there's all kinds of tech gear on there.
Shirts, tech gear, shorts. We've even got mountain biking shorts if you're into the mountain biking thing. So that is another great gift idea. Buy your significant other, friend, family member, coach, whomever, Cycling Men of Leisure tech gear or just merch of some kind. So
for sure.
But I have one more gift item.
All right, and I have one more as well. So we'll let you go, and then I'll finish it out.
Okay. My final gift item is something near and dear to our heart. I thought, you know what? How about a bottle of whiskey?
Lauren, clear out your ears and listen.
What I found is I had to look for a special bottle of whiskey that just screamed cycling men of leisure, something that you and I could sit down and really get into. And this is what I came up with. It is from a company called The Beautiful and the Damned. That's not the reason why I chose it. They have what they call their Man of Leisure Straight Rye Whiskey.
Wow, really?
Yes, it blends barrels from up to 6 years, blends them together. It actually won a bronze medal at the World Whiskies Award in 2024. And what's really cool is it's got a picture of Benjamin Franklin or a portrait of Benjamin Franklin on the bottle.
That's cool.
So, The Beautiful and the Damned, it's the Man of Leisure Straight Rye Whiskey. It's won some awards. You can get it $70 to $80. So,
So,
not
Lauren,
bad.
you are beautiful. I am the damned, and I would like the whiskey. So
There we go.
Perfect. All right. My last item is something you and I reviewed, and I am so thinking I'm sold
Better not
on
be a
this.
DeBrim.
It is not a DeBrim.
Thank God.
These are tubes.
Oh, yeah.
These were the Spin Go inner tubes, lightweight bicycle spare tire. Couple of reasons why I thought these were great. My Amazon told me the last time I purchased them was July 15th, 2024 here, but that's okay. $21 for a 2-pack. Now, you and I have to purchase the 80 millimeter Presta valves because of our carbon wheels. But these are not only lighter, but they take up less room. So you talked about the Rock Brothers bag and such. These take up a third of what a regular inner tube does. They're light, and I got to tell you, they work great. And for $21.99, you get 2 of them. Another stocking stuffer for the cyclist in your life. So, all kidding aside, I joked mostly about the DeBrim, but still be a good present. But yes, I wanted to end our Christmas wish list with road adventures of cycling men of leisure with the tubes here. So
I love it. I love it. Well, I think, we did stuff to cover all sorts of budgets, from home decor, candles and coasters to, tubes and tools and a bottle of whiskey and everything. So a little something for everybody. I will work on getting those put up on our website so that people can see them and see the information that we just provided.
That's perfect. I love it.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Well, I'm going to miss my sound effects, but you know what?
I'm not, but that's okay.
Where's that beeping button here?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So we have teased an episode or teased a segment of Encounters with Cars.
We have.
And I have one, and I'd like to read it. So, a family member, good friend and family member, cousin named Mark, gave us a story, and I wanted to read it.
Before you do that, can you get rid of Santa? He's driving me insane, man.
Okay.
His dancing is literally driving me insane. Thank you.
No, sorry. All right. Fine. Mark
killing
says
me, man.
Where's that sound effect? Where's my sound effect? No. Mark said he was going downhill on a bicycle. He was in a city street and he had 0 brakes because his cable had ripped. He was heading towards an intersection with a stop sign. And you can't adhere to 2 vehicles, one going north and one going south, but you're bombing downhill east. I knew the vehicle going north was going to pull out and did. And in my mind, I decided, where should I collide into the vehicle? Into the front of the vehicle, the rear, the front end, the rear, or the driver's door. I steered the front end and flew through the air and somersaulting at least 25 feet. I fell on my bum and my head jolted backwards, but I was lucky. I still had a bunch of dreadlocks. Um, Embarrassed, I quickly gathered my bike with a bent fork and started away. The woman I hit chased me down about 2 blocks. She wanted to give me a check to cover the damages for my bike. She said, "What's your name?" I said, "I T-boned you." I didn't take any of her money. And later on, I met a man who saw me hit the woman and said I somersaulted through the air like some kind of movie or trapeze artist. Just thought I would share a story. So there's a story where he could have taken the money, but he said, "No, thank you." He's the one who caused the damage. So, well,
Too bad somebody didn't have their cameras out. That would have been a good YouTube video of him somersaulting through the air. Yeah,
that's right. Just the good old boys.
exactly.
Oh man, I should have done a sound effect. So
yeah, we're good on sound effects. We're good.
Oh man. You and I, sir. We don't want to say the exact dates, but you and I in January are heading to Orlando.
Mouse
if anyone's
capital
never
of
seen
America.
the Book of Mormon, so please go see it. And we thought that if somebody was interested in meeting up with us, I would say the third week of January-ish, reach out to us. We're going to be in the Orlando area. Sure. We'd love to either organize a meetup or get together or do something. We can find time. So write us in one of the multiple ways that you can write us, and we would give you some better dates where it's just not advertised exactly. So, but
you realize we advertise the dates when we go on rides.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. But usually I record after that and I don't advertise, "Hey, I'm going to be gone from June 8th through the 10th.
Well, we tell them we're going to ride Bragg or whatever.
That's true.
And they can look up what the dates are.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
Okay. Let me get out my Delta app. But that's all I got. I mean, I know we're going to end it with a bookend with listener spotlight. We talked about the Jersey store. We have a swag store. So if you're looking for a gift like that, I also wanted to know, did you notice my microphone cover a little bit different today?
You've changed it from blue to red, and mine is red as well. For the holidays, I'm assuming.
For the holidays, yeah. Yeah, I originally bought it. I want to be truthful. Last year, I bought it, and I kind of kept it from you. It was so close that the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions were maybe going to head to the Super Bowl. And then during that time, I picked it up, and I said, "Ooh, maybe I'll just surprise them one night." Yeah, that didn't work out.
Didn't go that way, did it?
And then the beginning of this football season, Nebraska was kicking some and taking names.
Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah, and that was short-lived.
Win a game to save their life. We're never going to get bowl eligible the way we're going, but that's whatever.
But I figured in honor of the Christmas wish list, I would give you not only a dancing Santa, I would also give you a red microphone. So,
all right. Well, thank you, sir. I like the red microphone. I think it's very festive. So,
well played. In that case, ladies and gentlemen, it is everyone's favorite time.
It's Listener Spotlight.
All right. Got a good one. Got a real good one. Here's the clues. The land where the town is located was purchased by the British from the native inhabitants of the area. The city annually celebrates its founder, and that person was not a U.S. citizen. This town was not incorporated until the early 1900s. The town is named for a nearby geological feature. And here you go. In this town, you need to watch where you park, because if you don't, you might end up asking, "What's up?" Did you get that? In this town, you need to watch where you park. If you don't, you might end up asking, "What's up?" Here's what I'm going to do. Matt, I heard your concerns that these are a little difficult, and I would agree. Can't make them too easy because then everybody gets them. What I'm going to do, though, is I think several days after this episode has come out, I will go online to our Facebook page, both Facebook pages, both the men's and the women's, and I will give an additional clue that will help narrow down or help you identify this community. So this is your initial ones. I will give you an additional one after the episode comes out to help you maybe narrow down your search parameters. How about that?
Well, he can't reply, but he says great. No, just kidding.
I was talking to you.
Oh, no. No, I think that's wonderful. I mean, we've got a few comments where people say, "Oh, has anyone actually got them or whatever?" But
somebody has actually got them.
Yeah, our 1.6 times listener Ed knocked it out of the park. So
big time. So they're not impossible. They're difficult, but we can't make them so easy. You can just look up the information on Google. So
true.
But I will help you in the future refine your searches. How about that?
Sounds wonderful. And Matt, on a serious note, we love that you take the time to write us.
Absolutely.
Thank you for listening to the show. We love our leisure community. So on that note, sir, I think this has been our Christmas wish list episode. And every day is a great day for a bike ride.